Welcome to DVD Reacts, where today's topic is...
Bad family.
I put bad relatives, so yeah,
Nice.
yeah, get that. The whole point is I picked out a whole bunch of stories off of Reddit that all follow along the same theme. And he has to guess what the theme is because he has no idea.
Not a clue. But what are we doing?
We're gonna get into it.
Okay. Oh, I hate this part because I'm like instantly going, where is she going with this? It's okay. It's okay. I can do this.
I'll get you a notepad. You can start taking notes on stuff.
I'm going to adjust my mic up a little bit. Real stuff, right?
Good stuff.
Okay. I'm good.
First story. Am I the asshole for banning a relative from our house right after they donated our furniture while we were away?
I have so many questions. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm still shaking while I type this. My wife and I just got back from a trip. It was our first time away since our twin daughters were born. We gave my mother-in-law a spare key just to check on things if necessary. Wife is sentimental. When her grandmother passed away, she left her 2 hand-carved mahogany pieces, a desk and a vanity. And they were wife's absolute favorite things. I walked in yesterday and the room was empty. Mother-in-law was there, all smiles, saying she made a surprise for us by getting rid of that oldie, dusty junk to give us a modern look, lol. She replaced them with some cheap, flat-pack furniture. She literally gave away / donated wife's inheritance without asking. I told her, leave and give me the keys. I changed the locks today. Wife has been in tears. Now the rest of the family are calling me abusive and controlling for isolating wife from her mother over some old piece of junky wood. They say mother-in-law's heart was in the right place, and I'm being an asshole for banning a grandmother from seeing her grandkid over furniture. My wife is on my side. She agrees with the ban, but the constant guilt from her family is making me feel like a monster. Am I the asshole?
Nope. Definitely not. I agree wholeheartedly. And here's why. My wife, maybe I should back up and I'll tell you kind of the story too at the same time.
Okay.
I grew up with not having anything so much passed on.
Sentimental value.
From my mom's side, everything burnt up in a house fire. There was no heirlooms necessarily, right? Or so I thought. I'll get back to that. With my father, furniture was never important at all. Now, with your mom, we have lamps. We have a 3-piece furniture set, which is a dining room, a buffet, and a liquor cabinet.
Yeah.
Of which your mom's unwilling to change anything because she doesn't know what to do with it. Hence why you're going to inherit it.
She's waiting for me to move out so she can send it all with me because she doesn't want them, but she does not want to get rid of them.
Correct. And then they carry an inherent amount of sentimental value.
Right.
So I get it, but I don't understand. I know that sounds dumb or kind of cliche.
Yeah.
But
you don't experience it.
Right.
But you understand it from...
All the stuff that I could have had is kindling. It was part of the fire, right?
Ash. Yeah.
And then again, on my father's side, nothing was really that important.
Yeah.
So, but now I inherit the inheritness of going, yes, if you want it, please take it. But do not get rid of it before your mom's ready for that.
Here's the thing. Donating someone else's furniture is
terrible.
Crazy. Less crazy, but still crazy, is buying people furniture without
what was
talking
it called?
to them at all.
Flat pack?
Flat pack furniture. That means it comes in a box. Like IKEA stuff, it's all flat in a box.
Oh, so cheap throwaway stuff. Okay. That makes more sense now. That story illuminates even better of going, nope, that's still terrible. So are you the a-hole? Nope.
And honestly...
Puppy,
your wife agrees with you. That's all you need.
Right, that's it.
It's her family.
Ride or die, it's her and I against the world, except for you. But family, alienate them, get rid of them. That's wrong. But way overstepped her bounds.
She overstepped. It seems like she is telling a fun new story that's really catering towards her to the rest of the family, because you're being called abusive when you told her to give back the keys and leave. Realistically, if you're going to change the locks anyway, you didn't need to. But I get the being like, no, give me the keys, and just to double down, we're also changing the locks.
Right.
I would have done that.
And again, I'll probably say this 1,000 more times throughout all of our stories. There's 3 sides to every story. Side A, side B, and what really happened. And you said it eloquently in the last one. You kind of just justify whatever side you're on.
Seem better. It's inherent. You just do naturally of like, oh, I said that a little mean, so when I tell the story back, I'm going to say it just a little nicer.
That one was an easy one.
Yeah.
That was yep, you are...
You're good.
You're doing fine.
You're not the asshole. Your wife agrees with you. You're fine as long as you guys are on the same page. And I get it can be hard to cut off family, but it's like grief. You got to grieve it.
I was supposed to get back to a story. What story was that?
Fire.
What about the fire?
I don't know.
I forgot.
Yeah.
In post, I'll totally figure it out.
It's fine. So yeah, you're good. Not the asshole.
Easy.
I hope you're able to figure out where those were donated to, and you can get them back.
Oh, yeah. But even that becomes a problem in of itself.
You're going to have to pay for it.
You're going to pay for it. You're probably going to irritate or bother somebody with it. There's steps to that should have never been there. Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever be like, hey, I bought you a desk, without being like, hey, pick out a desk you want and I'll get it for you.
We are in a totally different position in life, though, at this point in time. I wouldn't buy you a desk unless it was in the Amazon cart or you sent me a link.
You're like, this is the one you want?
Right.
Is this the right color?
Because I don't want to misjudge something or be off and for it to just be thrown in the garbage.
If you get someone something that's for the house, they're little trinkets at best.
A plant.
You put it on a shelf, you're good, and that's it. Because you can hide those really easy. I'm not going out and like, I got you a whole new dining room table set.
Right. Or you can even overstep a little bit and do like a picture frame or, like you were saying, still trinkety.
Painting. Because paintings come and go. You switch them around. You're like, oh, we redid this room.
I don't think normal people switch them around.
We don't.
Yeah, we do.
Switch paintings around?
Yeah.
When?
Oh, so the one we just did for Christmas where we yanked everything down and we were like, we should do this more often and change these
decorations,
photos.
And we haven't done it
You're
again.
Right. That's fair. Okay. Next story number 2. Let's go.
Okay. Am I the jerk for kicking out relatives after I came back from a work trip?
Wait a minute. Stop. Family sucks is the plot to this. I've figured it out. Number 2 story, I know what it is. Family. Family.
Okay. I'm a woman in my late 20s, and I live alone in a small but very cozy apartment that I worked hard to afford. A few months ago, I had a long work trip planned, almost 3 weeks, and around that time, some distant relatives reached out. They were visiting the city for personal reasons and asked if they could stay at my place for a bit. We are not close. I see them maybe once every couple of years at family gatherings, but my mom pushed me a little and said it would be the right thing to do. I agreed, with very clear rules. No parties, no extra guests, clean up after yourselves, treat it like it's not yours. While I was away, they sent a few polite messages thanking me again, saying everything was fine. I honestly didn't think much about it because I was busy with work and deadlines. When I finally came back home, I opened the door and instantly felt my stomach drop. The apartment smelled bad, trash bags were piled near the door, dishes were stacked in the sink like they hadn't been washed for days. My couch had stains, my bathroom looked like a public restroom, and some of my personal items were moved or used without asking. One of my plants was completely dead too, which sounds stupid, but it really upset me. I confronted them right away. They laughed it off at first, saying they didn't have time to clean and that I was overreacting. That really hit a nerve. I told them this wasn't what we agreed on and that I wanted them to leave. Not in a screaming way, but very firm. They got offended and said family doesn't kick family out like that. I told them family also doesn't trash someone's home. They packed up and left that same day, clearly angry. After that, things got worse. Apparently, they told the rest of the family their version, that I threw them out without warning, that I was cold, selfish, and cared more about my apartment than people. Now I'm getting passive-aggressive messages, some relatives stopped talking to me, and my mom says I should have handled it more gently. I feel guilty sometimes, but at the same time, I feel like my boundaries were completely ignored. Am I really the jerk here?
No, not at all. A couple things. My brain instantly goes to this. There's a few things that are more extravagant in price that you pay for on a month-to-month, year-to-year, lifetime basis, which is normally your automobile and your place to live. Mm. And those two are very sacred to people that work really hard for them. They genuinely are. And for someone to come through and piss in your plant, because I'm going back to the video we just did the last time, I think that's what they did. I think they peed in his plant, or her plant, and they destroyed something that is probably the most expensive thing that you will maintain, not the plant, the apartment. And I hate that. I hate that for that person, but more so, I hate that for the fact that they have no respect. It's not the fact that you were supposed to clean up. It's in camping, you were taught a phrase every time we go camping. Do you remember that phrase?
I don't remember the phrase, but I know
it was called tread lightly.
Okay.
It was leave it as good, if not better, than when you got there. It goes for borrowing people's stuff. It goes for using people's stuff.
Well, yeah, you always kind of instilled that in us growing up of like every time we had to borrow like someone's car or something like that, like it was filled up with gas and it was washed and it was cleaned and like we vacuumed it and like all this stuff. Like it was always better than when we took it.
You wash it, whatever it takes to make it nice. Mm-hmm. And that's an irritation point. I can feel it in the back of my neck digging in right now. I'm like really getting mad at this person.
Okay. You're not the asshole. Few things I would have changed. One, another thing we do, no one knows if we leave. If we're on vacation, we don't talk about it, we don't post about it until we are home. That's just how he raised me, of you don't talk about it, no one knows. So family wouldn't have even known we were gone. Also, I'm not letting anybody stay in my place. Unless
how
it's like,
distant are these relatives? I don't know what distant relative means to start with.
Well, they explain like see them maybe once every couple of years at family gatherings.
That's all my family.
Been like a decade.
Okay, it's a long, really distant.
Yeah. It's like if you only saw them once every 2 years.
And that's distant? That's fine. I don't have to worry about that.
But that's the thing. Majority of family, I'm not going to be like, yeah, you can have my place while I'm gone for 3 weeks, unless it's like you and mom. Even then, I'd be like, you sure dad needs to come?
Right. Because dad's going to leave every cupboard open.
Mm-hmm. He's going to do it on purpose because he knows it'll make me upset.
I'm going to fill up a bowl with food, eat a couple bites out of it, and set it beside the sink.
He borrowed my car once and changed it from miles per hour to kilometers. And then he's like, he adjusts things. He doesn't need to. He just does it because he knows it's going to upset me.
Every mirror has to be facing in a cattywampus. Oh, got to go this way. Cattywampus position. The rear view's got to be out askew.
That's the only reason he would not be allowed. My mom, on the other hand, I know she's going to be like, everything's great. And also, I vacuumed for some reason.
If they're good family, you would almost rent them a Airbnb or a hotel room so that they're more comfortable and have their own space.
I feel like it also says a lot about the family of being like, hey, can we stay at your place?
Right. That already bugs me.
Yeah, that's really odd.
You're coming to visit for what?
For personal reasons. So I'm assuming we don't know. Mm-hmm. Or you just don't want to share out of respect for them, which, sure.
Okay. Except for they trashed your place. Piss on it. Throw that out there.
Your mom should not be pushing you to do stuff. Like, they should have stayed at your mom's house.
Mom should be ride or die.
And they should have stayed at your mom's house if it was such a big deal to your mom, because I'm assuming it's your mom's side of the family.
I'm guessing she knew what was coming and was like, oh, you're blowing it out of proportion.
If they stay with you, my house is safe.
I don't get it trashed, and they won't be in my plant.
I do like the idea of treat it like it's not yours.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people have no respect for other people's things.
That's
so that
very
can be
true.
very tricky of being like, treat it like it's not yours or treat it like it is yours.
Depends on how your habits are.
Yeah, some people tend to care more for their own stuff and are more willing to keep up with that and are less willing to keep up with other people's stuff because it's not theirs. Like at the end of the day, they're not going to keep it.
I think my guess is spot on so far. What was my guess again? What did
I say? Something family.
Yeah, family.
Family.
Sucks.
Yeah, you're not the jerk.
You're not, definitely not. I agree wholeheartedly.
It's the problem with having issues with people is there's always going to be so many versions of that story being told. And especially when it comes to family, people tend to really try and family loves to jump in and to be like, yeah, and I also agree that you suck and like all this stuff.
Right.
And they choose sides, and it doesn't need to be that. It needs to be you guys figuring out your own issues and not getting everybody else involved.
Or they'll listen to one side and not want to listen to the second side because I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it, but I already know.
I already know and made a judgment, but I don't want to get into it now.
I already have my opinion.
Right.
And I don't want to hear yours.
Yeah, right. Next story.
Moving on. Am I the asshole for blocking my sister? Male, 42. Sister's female, 40, with a 9-year-old. She has worked at bars and odd jobs most of her adult life, been fired from several, and dated a lot of bad boyfriends, and nothing ever full-time. Lots of drugs and alcohol. She had the child without being in a stable relationship while knowing my parents would have to raise it. I have my own full family with a wife and 2 kids. My parents were really struggling and encouraged me to try and build a stronger relationship with her. Mind you, my sister never had much interest in talking to me between 20 and 38 unless she needed money, although she did always pay it back. I made several attempts to connect with her and her child, buying baseball tickets, lunches/dinners, and phone calls, most of which she canceled at the last minute. Finally, I met up with her on my lunch break. She's on a stretch of long unemployment and doesn't show up for the first 15 minutes. I called her and it's obvious she forgot. She shows up and can't understand why I'm frustrated. I gotta get back to work, but fine. We have a chat during work where she complains about my parents trying to run her life. And I give her advice that she really needs to find stable work for the benefit of her kid, ideally something during the day when he's in school, etc., etc. It seems to go okay. Next day, I wake up and find a dozen texts with references to our conversation. She recorded it unknowingly and pulled out excerpts to share with her current crazy boyfriend. At that point, I blocked her. My parents were very upset at the time, but explained, in my opinion, that the enablement was preventing her from hitting a point where she'd be forced to change her life and behavior. A few months later, she gave the kid to her ex out of state to go to school there and finally moved out. My parents were heartbroken, but they are doing much better mentally now. But still, sometimes reference my decision and blame me for making them shoulder the issue. It's now been over a year. Was I wrong? And when, if ever, should I allow my sister to contact me again? Thanks for your input.
I want to say that started off super judgy. Mm-hmm. It felt like I wanted to say, yes, you are the a-hole, because of how judgy it was. It felt targeted. One
thing at the very beginning that struck me, okay, went on this long thing about her jobs, mm-hmm. her boyfriends, all this stuff, and then quickly was like, and lots of drugs and alcohol. I feel like out of all of those things,
that would be the part
those are the ones I'm kind of focusing on, because it's probably why she can't keep a job. But also, I've never really encountered someone who's, partaking in drugs and alcohol and asks for money and pays it back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he calls it out of, like, she only talks to me if she needs to borrow money, which she also gives back. I'm like, okay, so she's good for it, which is great.
So you're upset. Do you complain about borrowing the money from the bank for your mortgage? But I felt the judginess from him was when, and I'm married, and I'm good,
and she has a kid, and didn't even think about it. Like, you called your nephew an it.
Right. Lottie Ganda. You're judgy. Okay, so there's that. Okay. But then I was raised by a maternal unit.
Okay.
My mom was my friend more than she was my mom. I was raised by a maternal unit that spent a lot of time working in bars and working through the night, and would come home, and she'd get home around 4:30 because the bars closed at 2, and then you got cleanup, or 3 and you got cleanup. I don't remember what it was. And it was my job to get myself going in the morning, and it was my job to later on get my brother up and going, and then transfer mentorship to the maternal unit after I was at the very last second going out the door. So I get that. There's a lot of single mothers on this planet that do the best they can with what they've got. And some of them haven't fully grown up yet into the woman or the maternal mother that they're set to be. They have alternative lifestyles. They still go out and have a little too much fun.
What I was gonna say, I'm like,
that doesn't make them bad moms.
Like, with lots of drugs and alcohol, and it's like very short.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you think she has like a couple glasses of wine every once in a while and like smokes some weed? And he's like, she's on it again. Yeah.
Or is it an observation and that you just put more of what you think into it?
Well, you don't have a good relationship with her. You didn't really talk to her. You guys never really got along. So how do you know all of this unless it's coming from your parents that are just trying to vent to you because they can't vent to her?
Right.
Also, she was complaining to you about how your parents are trying to control her life, and you immediately said, well, let me tell you how to help by changing your lifestyle. Like, I'm sure she knows. I'm sure she gets it of what she should and needs to do.
The first two, cut and dry. I think they did the right thing.
Okay.
This one,
I think you should not be in your sister's life. I want to hear
the second side of the story now.
I'm more inclined to believe the sister because of how judgmental you are. But, you know, there's a lot of things that could come up. If this is the worst about your sister, if she was 15 minutes late, obvious she forgot. What if she slept in? Because
you're working all hours of the night.
She had been working at a bar, and you decided to schedule her in during your lunch break. And it's like, oh, I
scheduled you in.
I got them baseball tickets and lunch and dinner and calls, and she always cancels. I'm like, you shouldn't have to, like, hey, are you free Monday at 2 so I can give you a ring?
Right.
Like, just call her.
And put the same respect at her as you want her to put at you.
Right.
I think that's what it's starting to sound like, is there's a lack of respect there. And
he clearly thinks he is above her in every way. Mm-hmm. Because he has the nuclear family, I guess. Is that what it is?
I think that's what it's called, yeah.
Wife and kids.
We have that. I don't even know what it's called. It's called normal.
It's like apple pie, cookie cutter, traditional family.
Cliched traditional family. Yeah, I feel like there's you probably are. I mean, you can let people, if let's say she's terrible, like rotten to the core, and you keep giving her money, but she keeps paying it back, how terrible is she?
I think the other big thing that we forgot about is she recorded it.
Right.
And then shared excerpts with the crazy boyfriend. I'm wondering if she didn't share excerpts. I don't think she's going in there and cutting and splicing and doing all this stuff.
She's not editing on CapCut.
No, she's not in there like, all right, this is going to make him look real bad. I think you did that naturally. And I think the boyfriend is like, mind your business, and you're scared, so you blocked her.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I think you're fudging a little bit story.
You made you sound like a great,
yeah, you sound too good.
Great guy.
You sound a little too good.
Right, and maybe we're just leery of that because that's
experience.
Right.
Was I wrong? Yes.
Yeah.
You should have just let her vent and been like, yeah, well, if you need anything, let me know.
Right.
And then when, if ever, should I allow my sister to contact me again?
Whenever she's ready.
When she decides to. You can't allow her to do shit. She's going to figure out a way of contacting you if she wants to contact you.
That comment right there just solidified it all. You blocked her. When should you let her contact
her? Right. When should I allow this woman, this single woman who works 2 jobs, who loves her kid and never stops, when should I allow her to contact me?
Yep. And maybe I'm missing something, but it sounds to me like a lot of this advice is unsolicited. Mm-hmm. You didn't raise your sister. You are a sibling.
You saying she gave the kid to her ex?
Maybe.
You could just say the kid moved in with the father.
To go to school from what I read. Or
there.
I didn't read it. You read.
And hopefully she's working on herself and maybe one day it'll
all pan out to a good position.
Also, it seems like you really overstepped because you said your parents were heartbroken, but they're doing much better now mentally, but still sometimes reference my decision and blame me for making them shoulder the issue. So you just caused all sorts of issues and then left the chat and was like, handle that.
That's a great way to say it.
Let me know when I should allow her to talk to me.
Instigator has left the chat.
Go in there, mix it up a bit, and then I'm like, I'm about to.
Yeah.
I'll see you at Christmas.
Terrible. I don't like that.
I don't like this guy.
I feel so judgy and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Like these people I don't know.
This guy
and I
sucks.
can go, oh, I don't like you.
Yeah. And we're reading into this a lot.
A lot.
But you kind of suck. Like, call back. I'd piss in his lawn in the same spot.
I feel like this is going to be the rating system that we use.
Are you going to piss in his lawn or are you going to slide his credit card under the
shelves?
I'd slide,
I would slide his credit. I'd pee on his credit card and slide it under the shelf.
And then it's like stuck in there.
This is going to be a callback. I feel this.
I'd call the cops on him.
Yeah.
He's in an HOA and he's on the board.
Right. Throw dog poop at his back door.
I want it to be a glass door, so when it hits, it goes
like the pickle races?
You know, and you know it's us.
That's terrible. That's so bad. I'm here for it.
Right?
Yeah.
And I want to be like, oh, he's in the bathroom again.
Where? Why am I got a brick phone again?
Why'd you look around like you were going to change it out?
Well, I don't know. I thought I had something I could pantomime with, but it's not really pantomiming if you're looking for a prop.
No. You better hope you don't live in an apartment because we'll be there. We're moving in. We're moving in.
All right. It's too much callback.
Okay.
Whew, yeah, he is. The first 2 weren't. So I got 2 to 3. 2 were justified.
Oh, yeah. We're on your side wholeheartedly. If you need help during the great fight or great debate, let us know. We're in. The other one, fuck yourself. I don't like you. You're too judgy. Stay away from your sister.
Right.
And maybe one day she'll allow you to contact her and your nephew.
If you're so lucky. The it kid.
The it boy.
All right. So I like that. That was good. Are we going another one?
We have another one, but you.
You, me.
Welcome to DVD Reacts, where today's topic is...
bad family.
I put bad relatives. So yeah,
nice.
Yeah, get that.
I'm so happy.
Hell yeah.
So we did the first video and it didn't come out where we were comfortable with it. Mm-hmm. So we did the second video, which is technically the first video, but we kept calling it the second video.
It'll be your first video. It'll be our second.
Right. This is our third video, but it's the second in the series people will see.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on. That run was in your face obvious after the second one. Mm-hmm. To me, bad, terrible family is literally the MO of what I thought it was. I'm super stoked I got one right. In 3 videos, that's not bad.
No.
That's really good so far. So I'm running it at 33%. success rate. I'm kind of stoked. I'm just wondering, I'm worried now because like I got to do the thumbnail and I'm like, I don't cross it out. What if I just do a little check mark next to it that I guessed right and right? Mm-hmm. And that way people go, oh, the thumbnail's kind of a
Here's
tell.
the thing. I purposely didn't put bad family because they're not family. They're clearly all not family. They're relatives. You're related to them.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
Not family.
Yeah. Family. I think about all these stories and I'm like, have I overstepped too much in my lifetime?
Yeah.
Well.
You're tall. You can't help it. No. I think, there's
it makes me reassess.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can look back on. You can read through these and kind of like put yourself in it and then put yourself in the situations you've had and rethink it and stuff like that. And ultimately, I can get away with it a lot easier because, I was 16 when a lot of it happened. Like, that's not on me with family and stuff.
Oh.
Like, that was not on me. You guys are grown adults, and I will defend 16-year-old me. She was going through it.
And I'm a grown man, and I know I'll screw up. I've screwed up. I will be human for my entire life. I think the biggest lesson from it is to not allow people to control your emotions, whether it's family or not.
And that can be really hard.
Unless they've earned the right to assist. If I'm screwing up and you come to me and say, you're screwing up, man, you've earned that right.
And there's a way of doing it.
Yes.
Where it's not like, okay, he's out in public doing something and I'm like, bro, why are you doing that? That's so stupid. You suck. Instead of being like, hey, you went a little far with that. Next time, maybe rein it a little bit.
That, and if you almost think of it as like a manager-employee type thing, you're not going to
yell,
rip them apart on the dining room floor if you're at a restaurant. You're going to go back, can we talk in my office? Mm. Can we talk at your house? Can we talk at my house? You just
have a nice conversation because coming at it with aggression is going to be met with aggression most of the time, or it's going to be met with silence to where they're more focused on not what they need to change, in your opinion, but more, hey, you suck, and now I want to hurt your feelings because you hurt mine. Right.
I agree wholeheartedly with that. And I think your upbringing plays a lot into that too.
Yeah.
Like if you're on an open dialogue constantly, you have a better chance of having a private dialogue like that, a Discord.
And if you're more skeptical of family growing up, you're less likely to let them stay at your house for 3 weeks.
Agreed. Totally. And that unsolicited advice, I need to curb a little bit. So I apologize on that.
I think it'd be easy, like, do you want some advice or you just want me to listen?
Right. That's good.
My best friend since 5th grade, I'll be like, I need to vent to you. And they're like, okay, do you want advice at the end or do you just want me to listen?
That's such a skill that I've only recently started picking up with your mom when she tells me something that bothers her.
You don't need to fix everything. Right. Sometimes you just gotta listen and we gotta figure it out.
That's kind of a male standpoint though. Like
fix it?
Fix things that are wrong. That's what James do. James fix. Yeah. James fix.
Yeah. And other times it's like you just gotta be like, yeah, what a bitch,
Which I can do with the greatest of them. Right. I am catty and petty.
Burn her house down, and it's just like...
We're here.
Sorry. Piss in her yard.
That's better. Yes. I'm in on that. Piss in her yard.
Piss in her yard.
I like it.
And she'll know it's you. Or at least us. Hire us to piss in her yard.
Dude, that could be an infomercial. I'm ready for that.
Our new intro. Call this number.
1-800-P in yard.
We'll piss in their yard.
We need a job.
Worried you'll get caught? Don't. We'll do it.
We'll do it for you. So, yeah. Aggressive neighbors playing music too loud? We'll piss in their yard.
HOA board meeting you don't want to go to?
We'll piss in their yard.
Dog shitting in your yard?
We're going to piss in their yard. I feel like that's... You always hear turn the other cheek or an eye for an eye.
Yeah, be the bigger person, that type of stuff.
Yeah. That's not us.
No. We are very much eye for an eye.
Definitely.
But we want to do it in a way that you're going to be like, what?
Why? Why did they pee in my yard?
Like, I yelled at them and threatened them, and they peed in my yard.
I could just see Ring camera footage of us with the little part blurred out on me going,
Sometimes you can't, fire with fire, bigger fire. Fire with liquid. Liquid's still there.
You are terrible. I'm proud of you. That just warms my heart. All right, so let's wrap this video up in a nice bow.
You actually got it.
Got what?
The topic today.
Absolutely. And the nice part is I'll cut that in the beginning and it won't make sense until I figure out how to blend that really good. Thank you for watching. We appreciate any comments or suggestions you have for stories. If you do have suggestions, they'll go through her and they may not come out directly. It may be a few episodes so that when I'm reading through, I'm like, oh, I know that one. I'll forget after 2 or 3.
We gotta trip him up.
Yeah.
And if you wait like at least a couple days, he's good.
Yeah.
You won't know.
Sometimes it's hours, but that's not the point.
He'll be like, what? What was today's topic?
Right. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We are focused on making more of these and making them more fun, and I will get better with the editing. Her stories will trip me up a much more because I think she wants a higher win ratio, because this is, at the end of it, dad versus daughter, and we are going to fix that to where it's going to be more of a battle against each other at some point. I can feel it coming, where I don't get something right for like 6 weeks in a row.
I'm also hoping all of these stories started with the word "the," and you didn't catch on to that.
You didn't catch that?
You didn't get that? That's crazy. I'm literally looking right at it. Also, hopefully there will be some points where me and you are like, no, you're completely wrong in your judgment of the story.
That would be great, but we have a lot of the same philosophies.
Yes.
Because they're learned experiences, right? So either way, thank you so much for watching. Please, by all means, hit that subscribe button. I don't know how to do this correctly. Ring that bell notification.
Ring that bell. Press that subscribe button.
Type in some comments.
Like the video.
Share it.
And make sure to call us if you need anyone's yard urinated on. Do we have a number for that? No.
No.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, we'll get the number as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.